really takes you on a wild spectacle of a ride. The questions in the beginning immediately give you a sense of urgency and focus, as if you are, you know, participating in a survey and, want to respond promptly. You really find yourself immediately immersing yourself into this and being unable to take your eyes away even for a moment. And towards the end, when it asks why you press the button, you're kind of brought back. But so many cool visuals here, really psychedelic and just the right dose of creepy.
The short is filled with mixed media. It's animated, it's experimental and abstract. What I really like is it allows you to sort of let go for a moment. There is some, not narration, but subtitles that pop on the screen, and you kind of read it and be in the moment. It's very reminiscent to a Rorschach test. I think you see the kaleidoscope and the blends of images, and you sort of take what you want to take from this experience. Within time, we see just a multitude of, whether it be colors, shapes, images, these moments where we see women and faces. It's definitely a moment where you are in the moment, but letting go and just sort of being present in that moment. I say mixed media because the animated sequences look like paint almost, as if this is a stop motion sort of element that is mixed in with this piece.
Interesting take on MRIs and these scans and kind of a weird invasiveness to it. I think it was really psychedelic the way that you decided to look at this, and have it be almost trippy of like, we're going to do this, it's for you, but we're going to look in your mind. So don't feel uncomfortable, but we're going to look in your mind. Like there was a real interesting, I guess, juxtaposition to what was going on and what was being said. I think it was a really dynamic piece. I think it was really interesting to watch, and it came together. I think the transitions were the film, the camera work. The camera work was really great. The transitions with that were really interesting.
It was a very psychedelic experience. It also felt very avant-garde. The biggest thing for me was the text underneath, where it was kind of like it was a procedure that was about to happen. But what I found very surreal about it was it felt like it kind of had this subliminal message sort of vibe to it, in the sense where everything felt very contradictory, where you have a very calming yet serene, dreamlike experience. And then you have these medical descriptions where it's like, all right, this is the procedure, this is how it's going to work. But then it was like, it would say things like, oh, you might see some disturbing things, but don't worry about that. Or it was like, oh, try to think of your most positive memories. We won't watch. Or my favorite one was, oh, if at any point you feel uncomfortable, we have a button to press, but don't press it. So it's like that contradiction. It created this sense of unease where you start feeling more suspicious about the experience you're about to endeavor. It was very surreal, but yeah, it was really cool.
This was a really creative take on having an MRI. I liked what they did with the art style and how they had the text at the bottom that was probably the voice of the technician talking you through everything. So I think that was really, really cool. I think they did a great job on the music and how the artwork and the music kind of built upon themselves, and it just kept growing and becoming.
The visuals and animation were really intricate and really captivating. I think they fit well with the flow of the music. And it was definitely really creative the way The shapes and movement were created all together.